Hi there. In this short video, I'll share with you a groundbreaking story about my discovery of a simple method to consistently generate substantial amounts of energy over the last 3 years. This isn't just a personal story, it's about a breakthrough device that has the potential to completely revolutionize the energy industry. A device so simple that anyone, anywhere in the world can use it. It doesn't matter if you live in a house, an apartment, or in the middle of nowhere. It's designed for people like you and me, ordinary families who want to take control of their energy future. Over the past year, more than 31,920 individuals have successfully employed this technique to overcome power outages caused by natural disasters such as hurricanes, snowstorms, and floods. These are real people who no longer have to worry about when the lights will go out or whether they can afford their next electric bill. Built on everyday technology, this device not only generates enough power to endure harsh winters where temperatures drop below freezing, but it can also dramatically reduce your electricity bills year-round. It's so simple that anyone can build it, and once you have it up and running, you can stop paying big electric for as long as you live. I know by now your curiosity has been piqued. You're probably wondering, what is this system and how can I get my hands on it? Well, let me tell you this. It's unlike anything you've ever seen, and once you understand how it works, you'll be angry that you ever had to pay a single cent to those massive electric companies. That's why it's absolutely essential you watch this brief presentation today, right now, while it's still available online. I can't guarantee how much longer this free presentation will be accessible, so take the time to watch it before it's taken down. Before we dive into the specifics, let me take a moment to introduce myself. My name is Mike Brassens, and I'm a 53-year-old engineer. Like many of you, I've spent years frustrated by high energy bills, month after month, year after year. Living where I do, in an area known for cold winters and unpredictable weather, I was always worried about power outages and sky-high heating bills. I, like most of you, have just resigned myself to the idea that paying for overpriced electricity was simply a fact of life. But deep down, it bothered me. I hated the idea that every time I flipped a switch, I was lining the pockets of a massive corporation that didn't care about people like me, people struggling just to get by. We all want to live comfortably, to use our appliances without worrying about how much it's going to cost us at the end of the month. But for years, I felt stuck. I told myself, that's just the way the economy works, or maybe next year things will get better. But they didn't. Month after month, I was struggling to keep up with my electric bill. And then, everything changed one fateful night in 2015. It was September 17th, during one of the harshest winters we'd ever experienced. Despite living miles away from any major body of water, my family and I found ourselves suddenly facing a flood. I remember watching the news in disbelief as they announced that the riverbanks were about to overflow. By 8 p.m., all the lights went out. At first, I didn't think much of it. It seemed like just another blackout, the kind we'd experienced before. But then, I checked on my wife and my 3 daughters, and I realized that this was more serious than I thought. The freezing waters had knocked out power lines all across the region, and the electric company said it could be up to 72 hours before power was restored. My heart sank. I felt powerless in the face of what was happening. As the hours ticked by, the temperature inside our home began to drop, and by midnight, it was nearly 40 degrees inside. I'll never forget the sight of my wife and my daughters huddled together under layers of blankets, shivering from the cold. It broke my heart when my youngest daughter, only 8 years old at the time, whispered, "Daddy, I'm cold and hungry. I wish we had some warm soup." That was the lowest point of my life. I felt like I had failed as a father and a husband. I couldn't protect my family from the cold, and it was then that I swore to myself that I would never allow this to happen again. The next day, we packed up and drove to my parents' house, where we stayed until the power was restored. But when we got back home, I couldn't shake the feeling of helplessness I'd felt that night. That's when I decided to take matters into my own hands. I started researching alternative sources of energy, determined to find a way to ensure that my family would never be left in the cold again. At first, I looked into generators, but they were too expensive, noisy, and required constant refueling. Plus, I didn't like the idea of having to rely on gasoline, especially during a disaster. Next, I explored solar panels, but they too had their drawbacks. The weather in my area was often cloudy, and the cost of installing a full solar system was simply out of reach. After months of research and sleepless nights, I was beginning to feel like there was no viable solution. But then, I remembered an old friend of mine, James, who worked in the electric car industry. James had always been passionate about energy technology, and he had spent years experimenting with a spinning principle that could multiply small amounts of energy into much larger outputs. I reached out to James, and together, we began working on a system that would apply this principle to home energy generation. After countless hours of testing and tweaking, we finally built a working prototype. The device was surprisingly simple, using just 3 wooden wheels, a hard cylinder, belts, and 2 cogwheels. The materials cost us less than $100, and we were able to find everything we needed at Home Depot. When we fired up the prototype for the first time, I couldn't believe my eyes. The generator started producing electricity, enough to power our lights, our refrigerator, and even the TV. It was a revelation. Here was a device that could generate electricity on its own without relying on solar panels, wind turbines, or gasoline-powered generators. And it wasn't just a one-time thing. Over the next few weeks, we tested the generator in all sorts of conditions, and it performed flawlessly every time.
That's pretty
cool. We used
cool.
it through the winter, and it kept our home warm and our lights on, all without spending a single dime on electricity. That's when I knew we were onto something big. I realized that if this device could work for me, it could work for anyone. So I decided to take the plans we developed and turn them into a digital guide that anyone could follow to build their own Z-Power generator. This step-by-step guide includes everything you need to know to build your own generator in just a few hours using materials that cost less than $100. It's designed to be so simple that anyone, even if you have no technical experience, can follow the instructions and start generating your own electricity. The Z-Power generator has already helped over 91,183 families reduce their electricity bills by 70% or more. These are families who were once just like you, paying outrageous bills to Big Electric, worried about power outages, and feeling like they had no control over their energy future. The average family saves $1,730 every year by using the Z-Power generator. That's over $17,300 in just 10 years. And the best part is that once the generator is up and running, it requires no maintenance. It will keep generating power for as long as you need it in any weather conditions. But that's not all. When you invest in the Z-Power generator, you're also getting access to lifetime support. If you ever have any questions or run into any issues, my team and I are here to help. We'll guide you through the process, step by step, and make sure you're up and running in no time. I know this might sound too good to be true, and that's why I'm offering a 60-day, no questions asked money-back guarantee. If you follow the instructions and aren't completely satisfied with the results, simply send me an email and I'll refund your money in full, no questions asked. There's absolutely no risk. If for any reason you're not thrilled with the Z-Power generator, you get all your money back. That's how confident I am that this system will work for you, just like it's worked for thousands of others. So why wait? Click the button below to get instant access to the Z-Power generator blueprint. The guide is available as a digital download so you can start building your generator right away. You can even print out unlimited copies of the blueprints and materials list so you'll always have a backup on hand. By taking action today, you're not just investing in a simple DIY project, you're investing in your future. You're gaining the freedom to generate your own electricity, slash your energy bills, and never again worry about power outages or rising energy costs. Imagine what you could do with the extra money you'll save every month, whether it's taking a family vacation, upgrading your home, or simply enjoying the peace of mind that comes with energy independence. The possibilities are endless. But this opportunity won't last forever. The guide is available at a limited time discounted price, and once it's gone, it may never be available again at this cost. So take control of your energy future today. Click on the button below. Remember, you're covered by a 60 days money-back guarantee, no question asked. So what are you waiting for? Click on the button below.